As we wrap up this section on stocks, I want to give a key tip. This is a bonus tip if you want to hedge stocks, since we just spoke about earnings reports and the volatility that ensues after an earnings report. Let's say you were holding 1,000 shares of Apple. And you were concerned that the earnings report might be bad. With stocks, you don't have much flexibility. You cannot hedge a stock with the same stock. That's not possible. What I'm saying is you cannot be long the stock and short the stock in the same account. If you're long a stock and you want to short it, it's just going to sell your position. So you cannot be both long and short in the same account. However, you can have two brokerage accounts. You can open a second brokerage account, make sure you have some capital in there to do your hedging operations. And you might be long in one account, and just for earnings, you might want to just go short. Now, going long and going short basically equalizes your position. So bear in mind that you're not going to come out a winner if you do this tactic. However, when we reach the section on options, we're going to show you many ways using options where you can still hedge your portfolio or your stock and still come out a winner. So that you can do with options, but you cannot do with stock. So here you are, if you're long 100 shares in one account and if you're short 100 shares in the other account, you're net zero. So regardless of what happens during the earnings event, you're not going to either profit or you're not going to lose. So you're going to be zero. So basically, it's one way to just protect. And then the next day, depending on which way it moved, you'll need to close out one of those positions. So either the long or the short, you'll need to close it out, because until you close it out, you're going to be net zero, forever. If you hold both those positions forever, then you're going to be net zero, and that's not a good way to invest or trade. So because you do want to take directional views, and so, but if you're just concerned about one event, you can try this tactic and at least hedge your stock and go through the earnings event and keep your stock for some more time. So because you can be long in one account and be short in the other account, but you cannot be long and short in the same stock in the same account. So bear that in mind, and more tips are coming. In fact, some cool strategies coming up once we reach the section on options. So this concludes the section on stocks. However, we are not done with stock related instruments yet. So we still have to go through mutual funds and ETFs and all of that. So that's what we're going to be looking at next. We'll look at mutual funds first, because they are a much older instrument. Mutual funds have been around for decades. And so let's take a look at that. And then we'll look at ETFs and some sectors and things like that. Thanks.